And we, intentionally today, we wanted to bring the acting national commissioner on the table, and Harden, if I can bring you in here. So, how does the National Commission on Consumer want to approach consumer protection specifically on the for the alcohol industry? How does coordination, collaboration look like with the industry?
No, thank you very much, and thanks for the invitation. What's I think really important for us, and it is, part of the broader government plan, for the next 5 years, that we have identified illicit trade broadly as a major threat to our development or economic development goals in the country. So this is an area of priority, across government. And from the National Consumer Commission point of view, we get involved in this from a consumer perspective. What does this mean to the consumer? There are many and various protections afforded to consumers around, good quality products that they should receive, safe products in the market. So these are outlined specifically in Section 55 of the Consumer Protection Act. But it goes beyond that. The goal also is to ensure a competitive marketplace. Why that is important? It's important because when you have leakages in the economy, you do affect the very essence of how the economy should be running. There are clear, and I've said this, there are clear prohibitions in the Consumer Protection Act that say, so if someone is trading in counterfeit, firstly, it's not allowed, but if you do it, you have to disclose it. So this is what the law says. It says disclose it so that the consumer knows that this product, it's either a gray import or whichever way. All right, so that must be disclosed. So if there's no disclosure, then we get involved. There are very important things around trade descriptions, on the product itself. That the description must not be misleading to the consumer. It must provide all the essential information, around ingredients, what this product is about. And this is where we think when you look at broadly, I'll use the word loosely, I see Euromonitor as a very sophisticated way of explaining this. But I'll use it loosely that when we are looking at illicit trade and the kinds of issues, we say to you now as the association that be aware that there are prohibitions in the Consumer Protection Act as well. And that if you do pick up retailers that are trading in these particular products, you should report them to us. If you pick up producers that are producing these products anywhere in the country, do report those to us as you do to the police, because these are the various instruments that exist to deal with this issue. And we have identified in this particular period, in fact, very close collaboration with the South African Revenue Services, the Border Management Authority, key stakeholders in business. But it's very important to know that we do have also this instrument that is there to protect consumers, and there are really significant consequences, for companies that may be involved in this. That penalties can be up to 10%, of turnover or R1 million, whichever is the highest. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that, Commissioner. Commissioner, if I'd like to pick up on the point of consumer protection. I think some of our retailer colleagues and stakeholders will attest to the fact that the illicit market is quite sophisticated, especially the counterfeiting of labels, of bottles, and so on. And some of our legal retailers are unknowingly also falling into the trap of finding illicit alcohol on their shelf. You speak about consumer protection and awareness. Is there any way that we could also protect our traders?
What's important, I think there's still a very important role to advocacy as well, that I think we should be embarking on more advocacy to at least ensure that retailers are informed so that they can be able to protect themselves.
I see.
Right, because I think once you know that these are the prevailing laws, because there are consequences to such a retailer. So for us, it may not help a retailer that they were not aware that they are dealing in maybe illicit product. That will not be a defense. So which means that the retailers need to empower themselves. We do a lot of advocacy around the country, but of course we start where there is the greatest need, which is mostly in the informal spaces where there is a very limited awareness. But I think we are quite open to collaborative initiatives, even through your association or many other associations. When you meet, if there's scope to go deeper into these discussions and hear also the challenges from the ground, because it's also not about us as the regulator telling you what to do. We also need to hear from you. What are those challenges that you are facing in the market? What kind of intelligence you have that we can also use? I know that sometimes you need like a closed room so that you can share whatever you need to share
away from the cameras.
It's sometimes very difficult to do that. But yeah, I think that's how I think, as I say, we need to empower the retailers so that they can also know their rights also as retailers. They also know the boundaries of the law.